be sure that everything is okay. Anyway, so this just want to I just want to in this very quick stream live stream, I just want to talk about the workflow, you know, between the some kind of motion tracking software like Syntheyes, Blender, or even Nuke, and how to extend the data between those software and Houdini, so we can bring some data after the track the motion. We bring it to Houdini, do some thing, and we bring it back for rendering in whatever software you want. I'm using Blender because it's very easy and it's very quick, and it's very robust also. Many people tend to put it on the side, but really you can do especially for beginner, especially for people that don't have the right software. You know, you can afford some pretty expensive software like Nuke or something. So first thing, I'm in reserve because the first thing you have to do when you start motion tracking in any motion tracking software from your choice is to convert it into image sequence. So we don't want to use the MOV or the movie data from MP4 or something. We just want to convert it into sequence, image sequence, as I said, in order to facilitate the workflow in for example, in Syntheyes or something. Syntheyes, I don't think you can't read MP4. I think you can read only the MOV file. So I don't know. I just didn't test it, but I know that he using he tend to accept the image sequence. So first thing you do in any software you want, from Premiere or Resolve, like here, or even Blender, you can bring your footage. We have some kind of footage here, some footage I shot with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and then you just put it onto the timeline. And first thing to do is to put some, if you shot in log, for example, we don't want this flat profile because there is not too much contrast, and we need contrast for tracking. It's very important. And also try to avoid motion blur. What I didn't do here, I did here. Motion blur is very is the enemy number one for tracking. But anyway, we trust the Syntheyes to give us some solution. Even the footage is really blurry, and you can try it if you find some trouble. So you have to. I think Syntheyes can handle this kind of the motion. Anyway, just put some LUT or some color correction, some curve to give it some better contrast. I know that normally you can use the color space transform, to change it in any color space you want, in Rec 7 or 9 or something, where the curve is the kind of contrasty, give a contrasty look. But I know that I shoot it with so I can with DJI Osmo, so I can use my LUT that I download from the DJI website, which is this one, DJI Osmo Pocket 3 log. And you can see now I have a little bit of contrast. I can boost a little bit the contrast, or do anything you want here. You can do the same in Syntheyes also. And the next thing you can do to enhance the not only the look but also the data manipulation inside Syntheyes is to use some noise reduction. So noise, we can do this in Syntheyes, but in Syntheyes. But if you tend to have the neat video, what is called the effect? I think the neat. I think this, no, not this one. I don't have it here. Anyway, you can put some noise reduction, and after that you can go to the export it as JPEG for smaller file size with some codec. I tend to use the 4 to 8 bit, and then the frame rate is not relevant because it's just only for the playback, normal playback, so it doesn't make any sense when you have an image sequence. It's just for sake of playing normal speed. So next thing, you give it a name and location folder, and add the render queue and export it. So render all, and you have an image sequence. That's what we have here. So inside Syntheyes, we can bring the footage. Now this is the footage, and you can see that some images in JPEG format. You can hit the first one. It brings us this dialog. It asks for the frame rate. As I said, doesn't matter, but you can put 25. I know I shoot it in 25, so you can put 25 for the normal speed. 8-bit, everything is okay. You can pre-process the footage. So as I told you, you can put some some noise reduction or some high passes, and also you can crop it and stabilize it. But anyway, we just want to put some noise reduction. Something like 0.2, because in HD it's enough. All right, hit OK, and now we have the is prefetching the frames in RAM so that we can play it in normal speed. So normally you can everybody that come into Syntheyes directly hit the auto button, but we just want to give it some help before we hit the auto, and the help is try to give him some more feature that what he tend to give us in auto mode. So you go to the future, and we hit the advanced, and this you can see the pop-up and this window, this window, and inside very important things is the maximum tracker count and the blip size from the smaller to the big. We just want change the three things here. First thing is the amount of tracker. It depends on sometimes they depend on how many frame you have. We can put something like it's say 375. We can put like 350, and for the small beep we just want started with the 8 because it's an HD format. Depend on the resolution also. We can put 8 to 16 for example, and then we hit the blip all frame. It will do some weird things here, and after that we just went to pill all, and then he give us some point. The green one are the tracker point the future point that you are going to use to track, and as you can see there is not enough because there's not enough. So we can do it again by hitting. No, we can change the blip size, something like I tend to use 12 and 20 in increment, so we can put 12 and 24, something like this, and do the same things. Blip all frame and pill all. Now I think we have a little bit. If you want to see how many track you have, you can see you hit the F7 and you get the graph editor, and you can see here I have something like 700 point is a little bit. I think it's enough. I just use it, hit F. Normally hit F to view, expand to fit. All right. Now we can go to the solver. There is many room here, but we want to just use what we want. We don't want to deal with something that we don't know, we don't want, or we don't need. And in this room, in the solver room, there's also many things to deal with, but we're going to stay in a simple fashion. We are a Houdini artist, not match mover artist. So anyway, you can see here we have some future that think that are going to give us a good solution, camera solution. We can try it. So we have enough tracker point here, future, as they tend to call them, and we can give it a try. First thing to be aware is the kind of the movement that you have. So if you put it on automatic, you can let the Syntheyes guess everything, the perspective and everything. But sometimes, if you know that you shoot your footage on a tripod, it's better to put it on the tripod. So these are the very important things to know at the first glance. So we can hit go without changing anything here. So we hit go and we let it calculate. It's very, very quick, and it gives us an error of 1.2. We want this thing green, so 1.2 for an HD is a little bit too much. We want to stay in the area of smaller than 1 pixel, so something like 0.7, 0.8, 0.6, or even down. It will be better, and you can see when you are under 1, it will be green here. Anyway, there is a much to clean inside this tracker. First thing is, if you hit right mouse click and you go to the view and you enable the show tracker radar, you can see some kind of circle, or what is calling cycle popping. This is it told you the error, average error. You can see that for this one I have 3. You can select it and delete it, and of course anything you do, you have to press go to refine, but first from automatic change to refine, so that we don't lose the solution that he gave us, so the camera calculation. So if I hit go, I don't think it's with 1 is not enough, so we can move to see if there is another one here. So we can select it, delete it, but there's one also here. We can select it, delete it, but it's too much work. We don't want to put it. We don't want to do it by hand. So fortunately, we have in Syntheyes something like called clean up the tracker, and in this cleaning up, there's many things to know. Anyway, we want just select the bed frame, and we want to disable them. And if you hit fix, and then hit go, okay, close, fix, and go. So no, I don't think he did it. So let me make it again. Really fix, yeah, go, and now we have 0.9, and this area tend to become green. This is very important, right? So we can do it again because we have as many tracker. Yeah, we have many trackers, so we can fix again, delete the one that are very, very close to ones. For example, this one 1.2, we can delete it. We delete them. So we can do the same things. We go to the track and clean up tracker, and the keyboard is the Shift C. So if I hit Shift C, let me see, Shift C, we can go to remember the last setting. So just hit fix, go, and take a look at the number here, 0.88. This also here. I don't think you can see it. So hit again 8 and delete, go, refine, 0.8, nothing is going. What we can do to try to enhance the solution is to calculate the distortion. I know that I have some distortion because I shoot it with the wide lenses. I think it's something like 20 or something. So we can hit the calculate distortion and hit go, and it will say it 0.8. Sometimes you can go to the more and change it from classic to set it to the last one, set radial for order. So we can hit manual, first one, then go, 0.8, nothing, hit the 2, go, 0.82, the last one, hit go, and so now we have 0.7, right, it's good. 0.7, you can see it's green. it's a very good track, so I don't think there is a problem. So we can hit 4 in the keyboard to just take a look at the perspective view. You can see here, and in this perspective view you can see if the tracker are if you want to test if everything is staying in place, you can go to the 3D. I just want to show you the very important things. I don't want to talk about Syntheyes because the software is gigantic, you know, and there is a lot of things, but we just want to deal with what we need. Okay, that's why I'm going so fast, and this video is anyway recorded, so you can go back and watch it again if you think I was too quick. Anyway, when I hit 4, I am in the tracker view. You can select the tracker in this case, but when I hit 4, you can see I go to the select the another view where I can you know, like a Maya view, I can rotate, pan, something like this. You can dolly, you can see like I'm like the 3D view in Nuke. So if you hit lock, you go back to the perspective view, and in this I can define some ground just to see if everything is right. We can go to the select lasso tracker and select the point that you think that are on the ground, and because we are in the forest, I don't think that the ground is the straight, you know, but we try it. So select it, right click, grid to face or vertice, and you can see it's a little bit and you can see here it's not really oriented correctly. You can try to do it yourself by using this button and then hit the wall, and you can now set it up like this, you know, but we give it a try with right click, grid, make grid the ground, and now you can see the grid is on the ground and everything is looking good. We can put some geometry to see if the tracker are good. You can put, you know, some boxes, some, you know, some what is called some spheres. Yeah, I don't want the sphere. I just want the earth, which is calling earthing. Yeah, it's kind of a human size, and you can put it any way you want, just to see if you can hit the wall, and now I can move it, you know, wherever I want. I select it, and you know that they are in the correct position. So we just want to test it, you know, of it staying in place or no. Looks like it looks good. So we can also choose to do something very interesting, which is the matrix. So let's give you some three-dimensional, where you can see if they are staying in place. I just want to put it somewhere where it's you can see it. So something like this. And if you hit F3, I think you can go to the full screen and you can see it. And also if you hit G, you can go get rid of the. Yeah, you can see the track is very solid. For my task, it's looking good. Anyway, go back to the perspective, G to show the marker, and now we are finished here, so we can export it, so to say. If you are a match mover artist, you do more than this. You know, you can put some convert some point that you can see here. Let me delete the matrix and, you know, the ground and all right. You can convert this vertice or this tracker or this point cloud into a mesh if you want. You can do this inside inside Syntheyes. But the very interesting thing, if you tend to shot the video yourself, you can use the lidar to scan the and then bring the lidar object. You convert it to OBJ or something, and you bring it into the 3D. It looks more, it's very efficient than doing some modeling. It is taking time, and but you can do this kind of things here also inside Syntheyes by just choosing some point, as I said, that you think that are on the ground. So for example, you can with the shift you can select more, and the ground is something like this. Can select them, and then you go to the mesh and then hit convert to mesh. Now they are kind of mesh, and then if I choose to put another perspective here just to see if I convert them, I have to not the marker, I just want to lasso the vertices and not the and for this I have to go to the we have to go to the we stay on the 4, and now I can choose lasso vertices and then mesh and convert to mesh convert. Let me select it again, because sometimes you don't know if you are selected or not. They stay selected. Lasso vertices, what's the going on? Mouse. Syntheyes. I did something wrong. Yeah. So let me go back, lock, and we want to select the vertices. Now I'm selecting the vertices. You can see they are red. So I come back a little bit down, shift select, and then go to convert to mesh, and now they are mesh, because when I hit triangulate it will make something like, but if you triangulate in this view it will give you some weird results. So that's why I changed this one to the perspective B, and with now I can done a move like in Maya, and I want to kind of project it from the y-axis so that I have flat, so I can, in this area I can choose also to bring the same dialog like here. I don't need it here, and hit the triangulate, and now you can see I have a better a little bit better, because I selected some vertices that I don't have to that they are not on the ground. So anyway, you can try, as I said, you can see that these vertices are in the and are not on the ground, so that's why you have to be careful selecting the can as I said, if I bring a lidar or something like this, just lasso vertices, let me see that are on the ground normally. All right, and then we can choose triangulate. So you can see I have a little bit if you lock it, I have a little bit better result, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's flat, something like this, because I selected the right vertices, the vertices that are on the ground. Anyway, you can do something like this, because we need because the ground is not even, and especially in this situation what we are in the forest, so we just need some collision inside Houdini, and I need the problem. I need the how to say it, ground that are very near to the real ground, and the real surface ground that are you see here, because I want exact collision. Anyway, you can see here that you can mesh the point cloud. As you can see, I have a better result here. You can export also, if I want to export it again also with the camera. So next thing you do is to go to the file, and you normally you go to the export and you try to use to Houdini for example, but you know it doesn't make any sense to put it inside Houdini, because it's if you put it in Houdini, it will just a script. We will bring the camera and but we want to import it inside Blender also. So in this case we want to use the export. We want to use Alembic, which is very small in size and very quick. So you hit Alembic, you give him some place, you know, JPEG. I tend to have one this, and then we open Houdini. If I try to open Houdini, this one, and inside Houdini we bring the Alembic. I just want to show you what you have to avoid in order to get the right data inside Houdini. And after we can take a look how we can bring it also inside Blender, because inside Blender you can make some kind of compositing, live compositing. So just want to see how it looks before I send it to compositing, you know. Anyway, I think Houdini is live. So normally you go to the Alembic, you know, inside Houdini, and you try to import it like this. So I don't know, let me see where I put it. Track line 3, yeah, something like this. Normally you try to bring it like this with the, this is not a file, but it's the same thing with the tracker. And but you see you miss the camera because it's not the right way how to bring Alembic scene inside Houdini. So for this like you have to go to the file, import Alembic scene, and therefore you can find it here. And very important, the start frame. Now we are dealing with the same frame rate that we shot the video, and it's very important to we track it with 25, so we can put 25 here. What you say? Start frame. Yeah, import. What is it? Import failure. I don't have this data. Sorry. Alembic scene. Let me bring the right one. So I think it's in K. Yeah, make magic. Give me a little moment. So I want to bring it. Accept. No 25 frame. Import. So we sorry for that. So we bring same things. You bring me the file Alembic, and now he put it in kind of GeoNode. First one is the tracker and the mesh, as I told you, which I need for collision. If you want, you can see that it's not a straight, you know. It's not straight, you know, because it's a little bit from you know, it's kind of imitating the real ground on the forest. So it's very important that you get kind of exact things that you see in the video. Anyway, we have the camera now. You can choose to use to see the camera, but we don't have the footage. It's very easy to just go to the view and hit inside the vine. You can see I have the footage inside. You can shut up the grid, and you can see I have the next thing. Very important to not to forget is to put some, just because we want to see if the scale is right. As you can see, I don't want to see the mesh. So let me see if I stand. I know how it looks as I stand there. You can see I have I think 370, and you can see 25. Apply, close. It's very important to set up the right frame. Apply, frame, close. See, because if you don't do this, it will. You can see the track is good. The Syntheyes did a good job. Anyway, you can put the. What the heck is going? Can put the Tommy a little bit further so that we can see if it's looking kind of right. What I didn't show you in Syntheyes is when I send it to export Alembic, save, you can see I didn't change anything, only because I exported to Houdini, I just changed the additional scene scaling to 0.1. Alright, this is what I did, and when I do this inside Houdini, he gives me kind of right scale, you know. So, and it's very important for simulation, as you know. We don't want we want a writer, and I know that is kind of correct because I stand in the forest here, and I know how. I know that is kind of right. The scale is kind of right. Now I want to show you so you can see a project. So it's a short film I'm working on. I can show you if you get the right scale, you get the right and take care of this simulation. You can, it's very important that you let me see, just let me show you first the let me show you some see, this is something like this, and you guess that they are rendered inside the Blender. I'm just testing the HDRI and lighting, and you can see it looks good, and this is it looks good for something like and even the let me show you something. I think I have some just to show you yeah, this kind of the tracking is solid, and the when you choose the right what is called the right HDRI, so you get very good result. Also, this is what I want to show you. This is the project I'm talking about. I use the same things. I just extracted some geometry for the ground, just to give it some because I want these vellum things to interact with the ground realistically. So I needed to kind of remodel the ground, but you can use also the LiDAR, which I want to show you. If I can bring some Alembic, let me see. I think I have also some LiDAR. This is ABC. Oh, sorry, not ABC. It's Geo. It's a file format for file, and then we can choose the. I think I have it here now. We just want to bring the LiDAR. So again, I just want to show you that I scanned the ground, so we don't want to see this one. Let me see. All right, and this is the real ground of the where I stand, and but as you can see, it's very big. I have to scale it with because I think I didn't measure the anyway. You can use the LiDAR, so kind of give you some but you have to also do a little bit of work, so because for ground collision we need some thickness, and when you have to fill all the holes that you can see here and extrude it if you want. But anyway, to use it as a shadow map, it's very interesting. Just mimic the place where I was, and it gives us some realistically result. I don't want to. If also I can use it as hold mat if I want to, use it to mask, other geometry that I bring inside, so that I don't have to rotoscope anything if I need. But anyway, in this project, I just use the as object merge. I think this is this one. Yeah, I just use the extrude, just to give it some thickness, and merge the things. And I use some. I think I have some. Some vellum. I don't want to. Some vellum that are colliding with the let me see. I want to see the you can see the collide with the ground and give him some realistically result. We can show you this also in video. Some let me show you very quickly. I think I have some video. As you can see, there are the tracking, and this camera tracked another camera, another shot. Also, this one, it's with leaves that are flying, and and thanks to the ground contact, it's as I said, mimic the ground where I was in the forest, and it's very important that you get the right so that the collision are and when you render it, you see I don't know if here I did some render with the Blender. You can see that are some rendering, and you can see I don't need really the ground, but it's very easy. Where I put the ground, I think I have for the ground where I put it, I don't remember. I think I have it here. When you want to put some like this, for example. For example, where the ground collision is very important, and even here, this very poor compositing. But anyway, I just want to show you. You can see the interaction. Very important that you can model the ground, as you can see. And this is really easy. This, as I showed you, nothing very complicated. As I told you, inside Syntheyes, there is much thing about dealing with object, object tracking, coordinate system, calculating the distortion, because you need the distortion plate and to undistort after, blah blah blah. And some people tell you have to shoot the distortion grid, and all this doesn't matter inside Syntheyes. He do a better job than you think you do by shooting distortion grid, as you see everywhere on the YouTube. And if you let Syntheyes calculate the distortion, it will do a better work for finding the distortion amount that the footage have, and even find the lens you use, and very 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 robust program. You can do the same thing, so I don't want to leave you without showing you something, which is the Blender that everybody love. So inside Blender you can do the same thing, because it's it's free software. You can go to the VFX and motion tracking. You track your video, and it's very easy. I want maybe next week I will do the same things here inside Blender, because I don't have too much time to show you just how to use the motion tracking inside Blender. I think there is a ton of video inside on YouTube telling you how to use it, but I just want to show the things that you have to know. I don't want to talk about what is the tracker, what is the future, why you have to use this kind of setup better than the other another one, and so we just want to use that because we are I'm not a motion tracker as a match mover or something artist. I am a Houdini artist. I just want to sometimes I just want to understand if I communicate between the motion department or something, or even when I do something when I'm alone and I want to do something, I have to do some kind deal with this kind of things, somehow understand the workflow, understand the procedural things and how the things are working, and to get a better job. So as I told you, inside Blender is very easy to track. It's not so complicated as not complicated. It's not so robust like Syntheyes, but sometimes you do a good job. Anyway, just want to show you again the same. I think the Blender, this one. The same things you can see here inside Blender with the same layout. With the everything you see here is exported from Houdini, and it's very, very easy to export it, just like I did with Syntheyes in Alembic. And you can see exported the particle, not the particle, yes, the particle and the vellum, and I did some rendering. So now if I go to the rendering, you can see kind of well, this is what I like inside the Blender, because I can see it directly, because I have the compositing, and I can use even when I hit render, I can see the motion blur and everything, of if the things are working right, and after that I can push it for a better you can see for a better for a better compositing inside Nuke or something. But anyway, Fusion, or even in COP inside Houdini. But anyway, I just want to show you this is very easy. As you can see, if I go to the we just use the same things as an hold mat. You can see that I have it as shadow catcher, and the camera is the same things as I go to the camera. You can see I have the same image sequence, and blah blah blah. I can do my work here, or this is just for testing. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. I'm a very quick tutorial. That's the workflow. I will do another one in I think next week. Because I want to show you the track inside Blender, and also tracking inside the Nuke, and we can make the comparison between the three softwares, Syntheyes, Nuke, and Blender, and just to show you how you exchange data and how easy you can, and of course the things that you have to know, because as a VFX artist you have to not master the skills, but somehow get a little bit your hand under the to touch a little bit on compositing, on match moving, on many aspects of the VFX world. Anyway, thank you for being here, and my name is Farid. See you next. Thank you. Ciao.